How does an Agile coach help create a highly motivated, self-organising team? That's a tricky one. So we've got to break it into two parts: motivation and self-organisation. We're going to tackle self-organisation first. Very often when we bring people together as a group, they'll call them a team, but they're not really a team. They don't know how to work together. They've never done it. Your Agile coach is going to take them through likely a series of workshops to explore their working agreements, their team values, how they want to be, what they're willing to hold each other to account in terms of behaviour and things. Okay? These are the early day formations of the team, and very often the coach is turning up as a facilitator. Okay? Almost as a consultant, they're just saying, follow the process, trust me, we'll get you there. And as they go through that, we're going to morph our role from consultant to very much that facilitator, encouraging discussion, keeping people on track to the topics at hand, but really trying to get everybody as involved as they want to be. Facilitation is one of those key skills. Okay, so conversations are going to start, and we're going to encourage those, and we're going to dampen the ones that aren't going to help us achieve whatever the goal is of our current conversation, of our meeting. Okay, but with an eye to making sure that whatever that conversation was that started up is brought back to the table at the appropriate time. Okay, so we're going to be doing this. We're going to be encouraging the team members to talk, to explore together what their identity is, how they work together, how they can improve their product, all of these things. And slowly they're going to take on those roles. They're going to recognise that they can do refinement without you. They don't need somebody to help marshal their meetings. Okay? And it's at that time you need to recognise your role is going to change again on this journey towards self-management, self-organisation and high performance, in that you're going to switch more to a coaching role. Okay? It's no longer about guiding them. Okay? It's about being guided by them and challenging and believing in them that they can be better, particularly when they lose sight of that. When they either get comfortable because they look around and they're the best team that they can see, you need to be the one saying, yes, but you could be better. Yeah, always, you could be better. What's something you can try to see if you improve? Yeah, great, that worked. And again, and again, and again. Okay, so you can be challenging them out of that comfort zone, or when things aren't going so well and they think they're getting worse, you're the person reminding them of the journey they've been on, showing them where they were so that they can recognise the improvements, rebuild their spirits and go again. Self-organisation is not a quick thing. You'll see it in many teams. It takes time. People believe if you stick half a dozen people together and give them a goal, you've got a team. You don't. You have a group of people with a goal. Right? When we look at it, I do like Katzenbach and Smith's definition of a team: a small group of people. We've got half a dozen. Brilliant. With complementary skills. We've got that Scrum team idea of we've got a business representative, we've got developers to help build it, and we've got a coach to help us. Hi, that's us. Okay, we've got these small group of people with complementary skills and a goal that no one person can deliver themselves. Great. Still don't have a team because we need one more step, okay, that hold each other to account of delivery of that goal. And that's the thing we're working towards. It really takes time to get teams comfortable with having difficult conversations, managing conflict themselves, stepping into it, opening it up, exploring it. Why are we disagreeing? Okay, not in a negative light, but in a, okay, there's differences of opinion here. How do we manage this in a healthy fashion to get the best out of it for us as a team, for our product, for our organisation? And really, that's what we're going to help people explore. Okay? And over time, that's going to move them to a real team with self-organisation, with self-management, with an identity as a group of people who belong together, a team. Now, the first half, was motivation. How do we as Agile coaches help teams be motivated? Well, partly I touched on it, talking about self-management, self-organisation, because we're helping them understand their own agency, they're naturally going to become self-motivated. They're going to want to do things. We work with good people. They're highly intelligent. They want to make a change in the world. And that's brilliant. By giving them that autonomy to find their own way, to create something new that works for them, to solve problems. That's interesting. That's what they want to do. And that last bit is key here. Okay? The motivation, yes, is going to come from the mastery, is going to come from the autonomy that a self-organising team enables, but it's also going to come from the purpose. Okay? That is not on the Agile coach to supply. What we are likely going to do is work with the business, with a product owner or whoever is there, okay, and help them articulate why this product's important. What's the difference in the world that's going to exist because we do this work? I used to work in the healthcare sector, and I can describe my team in one of two ways. We translated XML data into human readable format. Okay, don't know about you, but that doesn't ignite a fire of passion inside me. Didn't then either. Okay, but it was a good job. Because what I actually did was I helped doctors and nurses treat patients better, gave them information so that there were better patient outcomes. That's interesting. That's a reason to get up. Because I did my job, people's lives were better. Okay? What we need to do as coaches is work with that product owner, that business owner, that service owner, whoever it is who turns up, so that they can articulate why the developers ought to care. And with that purpose, with that goal, you're going to really galvanise them. They're a self-organising team. They're now a self-organising team that are targeted on solving your problem. And that will lead to high performance. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.